Okay, my name is Phyllis Goodwin, and my presentation is on publishing in the pharmaceutical industry. Publishers in the pharmaceutical industry oftentimes get confused with those of a book publisher. And because publishing is unknown to those outside of the field, I wanted to give you all a better understanding of what it is that a publisher does in the pharmaceutical industry. So first, I will tell you about publishing in regulatory operations. Second, I will do the roles and responsibilities of a publisher. And third, the respiratory department along with some of the products that we have approved. Okay, I'm a publisher for Teva Pharmaceuticals and Regulatory Operations. A little background information about Teva. Teva is the leading provider of generics along with the development and the production and the marketing of generics, over-the-counter drugs, specialty medicines, active pharmaceutical ingredients, and new therapeutic entities. And down here is a list of the numbering that we make, like we're top 10 the pharmaceutical company with a 20.3 billion sales in 2013 and so on and so on. So my field falls under specialty medicines. And under specialty medicines we have CNS, respiratory, oncology, women's health, and pain management. So in respiratory, it's the treatment for those that suffers from a respiratory disorder. So in respiratory, in my job, we focus on two devices and products, and that is the nasal aerosol, which is by the nose, and inhalations, which are by the mouth. So this is inhalation, the ones that you take by your mouth, and this is the nasal. Both of these are taken by your nose. So in regulatory operations, we have to work closely with regulatory affairs managers and associates to ensure that we send submissions in following the FDA guidelines and submit them to them on time. So as a publisher, back in the days, everything was paper. Now we're all electronic. So as a publisher, our roles are that we have to put together ECTD compliant submissions that follows all of the FDA guidances and rules. So here is a list of the various systems that we use in order to get the submissions ready to be submitted to the FDA. So here we have certain modules that we have to follow, and they consist of modules 1 through module 5. And depending on if it's the NDA, an ANDA, or an IND, it differs on the number of the modules that we do use. And with all of our documents, we use what we call the EDMS system, which is Electronic Document Management System, that houses all of our documentation. So in this system, we get everything ready and submission ready, following the ECD guidelines, and we send this also to all the people that it has to go through to get approvals. And this system does everything for us. It does all of the QC, the approvals, and so on. And then after that, we move to create our, what we call our backbone, our application, our assembly. And we use the Liquid Insight Publisher. And that builds our submission. It puts everything together and it publishes out to our file share. And then once everything is ready and it's been QC'd by us, and those in the regulatory affairs department, the managers and associates for whoever assembly that we're working on, submission that we're working on, then we get it ready and then we move it to the FDA's electronic gateway. So we have Wisdom, which is the EDMS system, Insight Publisher, which is the publish system, and then the FDA gateway. So in respiratory, we deal with the treatment of asthma, COPD, EIB, bronchial spasms, and seasonal and year-round allergies. So these are some of our well-known products. For those who suffer with asthma, you will use ProAir FHA. Any with allergy, no, COPD, I believe, and EIB, you'll use Qvar, and for seasonal allergies, it's Qnasal. And this is newly, this just got approved, and it's doing real good on the market. Want to have a better understanding of what it is that a publisher does in the pharmaceutical industry. So thank you all and have a good night.